All right. Coffee. Okay. Now I have to decide. Oh, you're down there, so you're not going to see what I'm doing. Here's the fuse block up here that I was talking about that I did. This is going to get installed. I guess I can install this too. Because if Ray needs it, it'll be right here for him. If he doesn't need it, well, it's not going to be here for him. You know what, though? How about if I... Yeah, I'm going to put it here instead, I think. Yeah, that's where I want to put it. Yeah. That's where I want to put it. Right there. Okay. Let me get the heat gun plugged in. I'll use the glue gun rather, and then I'll take care of it after. So at least I can have it tacked in until I get to it. Okay, so let's let that do its thing. Let's put you up here, and you can kind of gander around if you want. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece that you didn't see because you were down there, and I'm going to put it up right here because Ray has the board, the servo board that he's been working on and modified, which is great. So when he comes over, he's going to probably be installing that board here. And if he does need these, because again, I know he's working off a 12 volt. Now that's fine, but I don't know if he put a converter in there, you know, to drop it down to 5 volts or not. If not, that's here for him if he needs it. If not, we'll just pop it off. So I'm not going to put it in there permanently. I'll use the glue gun. You can just pop those off if you need be. Now, I have the lights for the eyes. I should turn on the battery charger. So these are going to go together. I wonder if I should, nah, I don't know. And then we have these two. The yellow goes to the yellow-orange strobe light. The red one goes to the nav lights because it changes over to white. And the brown one, I believe, goes to the spotlight, if I remember right. And there's another one around here someplace that goes to the meter. Okay, so Ray is going to need one part. Oh, you know what? I got to ask him. Well, let me see. Darlene's home. Hold on, guys. What I want to find out here is where's my coffee? Here it is. This unit over here is 4-channel. So it has 4 pair. Each pair has a hot and a ground output. I'm wondering if I could take each ground and put them together on the same ground strap, or do I have to put each one on its own ground? And that's what I want to know. Let me call. There's a phone number. Yeah, right, if it works. Hold on, guys. Okay, it gives you absolutely no possible way of talking to anybody until they call you back. It goes right into the voicemail. Our representatives will be with you as soon as they're done assisting others. And then Leave your name, number, and a brief message. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Okay. So it doesn't give you an option to hold on or anything. Now this particular phone, the caller ID on it, supposed to be, well, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but okay, so that's there. That took nicely. All right, and everything inside is sealed, so I don't have to really worry about that too much anymore. Those are sealed, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Do I need the heat gun, or the glue gun? I keep calling it a heat gun. I really wish I knew if I was able to do that or not. Really I do. Really. Okay. You see, I have all these already there. I have all the grounds tied into this one with a butt connector and heat shrink going down into the main grounding strap, which comes from the main battery side. So it should be okay. But again, not sure. Let's unplug this. Have it back over now. If I need it, I'll just wait. It's better than having it stay there plugged in. Okay. Okay, let's get a little bit of a sip of thinking fluid. Now this 360 hasn't been on in a while, quite a while actually. I had on charge overnight. I don't know how long this is going to last because I haven't got it plugged in right now. As a rule, it usually lasts quite a while. It had no problem with an easy half hour. I don't know what's going on from there. All right, so let's test one of these lights, each one of them, separately to see what's what. So let's put that right there. And let's go to this one. This one here is the strobe. So let's write all this down, because I'm going to have to do something with it eventually. Put it back into that little computer. I got that little 10-inch, but when it's sitting over here, I can't tilt the screen back enough where I had it sitting. So instead of making it easy and moving it, and then it's set at 10 on the font size, which makes it worse, especially when you're trying to see. Okay, so that was the yellow. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. We don't need this here. Okay, so the yellow, I believe I had already written something down about the yellow. Red and black, brown and black. Oh, I did, but it's in the computer. That's right. Okay, so the yellow is the strobe. If I can spell strobe right. And light. I'm spelling light with a Y. Yeah, okay. Okay. So let's just double check just to make sure. Let's take this little hot wire. I'm glad I made these jumpers up. And go to the yellow. Okay, so that is the strobe. The red one is what? The red one is the nav lights. All right, I got that written down. So the red covers the left, right, which is your port and starboard, and the white one, which is on the top. That would be like a running light or something, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know. Okay, so lights. So the red one was the nav lights, right? Yes. Red equal nav. All right. The other one here, the brown one. The brown one, I believe, is the spot. Yes, that is the that one, and the yellow one are actually the voltage guzzlers. The strobe, when it's just on, isn't too bad, but when you hit the strobe to where it actually starts to turn, that's when it starts guzzling down the power. It takes the juice. Okay, so that's what we have there. Let me fold these down because these are not going to be used, so I don't want them to get in the way of anything here. Okay, and that one. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3. Then we have the eyes, which are over here. So what do I want to do? The brown is the strobe. No, the brown is the spot. The yellow is the strobe. The red is the navs. Those are the ones that go from red to white. Don't get me started. Anyway, now which one of those actually work the meter? So which one is hooked up? Something's hooked up right now that's making that come on. What is it, you say? Okay. The little yellow. Well, we have another yellow. Okay, so this is the heavier one. So let's go down here. Is the strobe. The thin yellow is the belly light, I'm going to call it. And I wonder if that's the same one that works the meter. I wonder. Let's see here. No. Okay, so that one doesn't work the meter. So which one of these work the meter? This is which one again? That's the spot. I don't know. I doubt. Well, then again, who knows with this place? Okay, that's not the one. The red, which is the nav lights. Nope. Now, see, the nav lights I would have thought would have been probably the one. I mean, that's the one I would have thought about. Yellow, which is the strobe, and that's no. So the brown, the yellow, and the red, none of them work the nav lights. I wonder if the lights, the eyes, work the nav light. Yes. Okay, so the eyes work the nav light. The eyes work the nav. The eyes work the nav. Okay. Okay, so let me write that down. So the blue and purples, the blue suede shoes, blue, thin blue, eyes, plus voltmeter. Okay. You know, we're working with these servos for the lights, for the eyes, and we don't even know if the servos work. Now I do have an off-center 5 RPMs a minute 12 volt motor, but that means that these things are just going to open and close 5 times in a minute. So that's not going to work. All right, we still have to figure out what I want to do here with these lights. Okay. See, it's nowhere in the book. The book. What is it with the book? Yes. That's the doorbell. We were just out there coming in, so it's now reminding me that we were at the door. It's kind of annoying at times. I had it set differently so it didn't keep reminding, but I don't know what I did. I was in the middle of doing something else. So. All right, so what do we have here on this thing? Let's find the pages in the order in which they were stapled. Okay. Overview. Installation. Do not connect to 24 volt. Thank you. Or higher. It's a 12 volt system basically, so don't get big ones. Don't even think about it. Okay. Find a suitable flat surface near the battery. Clean the surface free of dirt. Okay. Oh, this is written just for them, meaning whoever put this together. Before you install it, make sure you clean the surface from the dirt. Okay. You want to clean it free from dirt and oil. Yeah, you got everything covered there. So we should send a copy of this to them. And we'll keep a copy of this for our guys as well. All right. Securely attach. Okay, well that's the red. The red is securely attached, as is the ground. Now that's the question, the ground. And that's where it leaves you. That's where it leaves you. If it would only give me a little bit of an inside look at the diagram. And I don't want to open it because it's new. And you don't want to have to worry about it not working. And I'm saying, well, you opened it. Because, again, they don't know who opened it. I mean, look at this thing. They don't even know. Well, if you knew who built it, they don't know that they even built it or not. I mean, this is the way it is. What? A switch? We put a switch in there? What's it do? Oh, you want to know what it's wired? How it's wired? Oh, come on. You really expect us to know that? See, it's all on setting it up, but it's not talking about each one. See, I hate to assume, but I have to assume that that'll work. That's the problem. See, down here, let me show you. Okay, here's the unit. Hot ground, hot ground, hot ground, negative, positive, that type of thing. All right, then we have the negative wire coming here, which that's actually a black wire, so I got to twist it around so that they'll know that it's black, because if they see that, they're going to think it's red. So shame on me for not taking care of that in the beginning. So I got to take it off here and just turn it. So here's what I was thinking. If I took all these blacks, all these grounds, and attached it to here, or attach them to one and then bring that one over to here, what's the difference if I do that or I bring each one over separately? That's what I'm trying to find out. And without knowing how they have it wired, because each one does have a separate output fuse, and they're different. Valerie, you're going to be going to India, and I think you're concerned. I do. Now, if you want to go and you're going to go, just watch yourself. That's all. Keep your pocketbook in front of you, not on the side. This your way nobody can snatch it and run. Tell Steve not to keep anything in his wallet. Actually, a pair of cargo pants or cargo shorts, and you can always put the stuff in another pocket, or a couple of the lower pockets that have the buttons. They're a little bit hard to get to, and you don't want them bulging, so you don't want your pockets bulging. You don't want them to see that there's a lot in it. However, for most part, you gotta, as long as you stay with whatever group you're within, because they don't want trouble, because they want tourists. It's when you start deviating is when you get in trouble. I forgot who it was or what. I forgot. I can tell you the story, but I forgot who, what, name, where, what, whatever. It was a woman traveling alone, which is another mistake. But anyway, she jumped in a cab. When they got to the location, the hotel that she was staying, she asked the cab how much, and she was going to pay him with cash. He had said they don't take cash. They take credit card. Well, she hands him a credit card. After she hands him the credit card, he scans it with the little scanner on his phone. And now he's got all that information as well. And she signs, and then the next thing you know, she goes into the hotel and he takes off. And a couple days later, she's getting hit with all kinds of charges because he took all that information with that signature, did a little cut and pasting, and the next thing you know, he's basically stealing off the credit card. And she was a little concerned because when she did go inside, she was talking to the woman at the desk, and she was saying how it's strange that their cabs want credit card. She goes, no, she says, any cab that's around here is always cash. They don't want credit. They don't want to have to report anything. They want cash, right? And she told her, watch your credit card. Sure as shit. So if you're going to use that, pay attention. Now, I think I told you guys, I have a debit card with a separate name on it. You may or may not, depending on your bank. And what I do is I transfer money into that when I'm going to use it. And I had them put a note or memo on it as to don't overdraw it. And one of them actually will call or text me if it's going into a sale overseas that's going to be overdrawn, because I don't keep only in what I'm going to spend. Now it takes a second to get on your system and transfer the funds, but you know what? I use that credit card for everything when I'm online, or if I'm going someplace I don't trust. All right, but again, not all banks will let you do that. All right, I still have to figure this out. I'm going to do it my way. Oh boy. I got to do something with these too. All right, let's get this started. I'm going to run let me get the flashlight so I can see what's what. I got to know which one's which. Okay, so the first one is a positive. So first, third, fifth, and the seventh. Okay, so the first one's a positive, next one is a negative, next one is a positive, next one is a negative. You got the picture. You got the picture. Now see, here's where it tells you. The first set has a up to 18 amps, the other one's up to 5 amps, the other one's up to 5 amps, and the other one's up to 18 amps. Well, none of this really uses 18 amps. The strobe may use 5 or 6. I should put an amp meter on it, but let's disconnect that. Oh, and I wanted to turn that light on so the battery will start charging a little bit of trickle. There you go, a little 2 amp charge. You know, I didn't get up today until 12 o'clock, 12:02. Well, I got off the couch at 12:02. It was about 5 o'clock that I went up to the couch. And then I fell asleep on the couch until 12:02. And Dara told me, she says, babe, I'm going to work. All right. C'est la vie. All right, what am I going to use for a ground wire? I got to find one that's going to do the job, but not overkill, because I don't want to have to fight with it. So, if this was a ground, it would be great. However, it's not a ground, so it's not going to be great. I'm running out of scrap wires. Well, the commonly used scrap wires. Is that? I think I found one. I think. Yeah, I think I did. Let's get this over here.